Oh boy, here comes the controversy. It's the WC second round matchup between the Atlanta Hawks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, this video last year got so much heat. I don't think I've ever gotten so much heat over a sports video ever. Alright, I'm getting ready to do it again. It's the WC, man. Let's first off talk about the coaches here. Alright, Budenholzer versus Lou. Now, Budenholzer was the coach of the year last year, and I'm probably mispronouncing his name. I don't care. All right, for all y'all Atlanta fans, y'all know I don't care. But Budenholzer is a pretty good coach. He's a good basketball mind. Um, you know, one thing that Budenholzer does not have that other teams that's left in the playoffs have is just 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 one guy that he can depend on, all right, to make that shot. All right, he has multiple guys that he depend on make that shot, but just not one guy. And then you look at Tyronn Lue. All right, Tyronn Lue took over for man, I forgot the guy's name. It's been that long. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I'm gonna tell you like this: no disrespect to the Cleveland Cavaliers coach that was there at the beginning of the season. All right, but I forgot your name. All right, and the reason why I forgot your name is because you were underachieving with the best player on the planet, and then one of the best point guards on the planet, and then one of the best point guard power forwards on the planet. You were underachieving. Um, if anything, man, I'll have this big argument with Warriors fans. I think that Tyronn Lue should have won Coach of the Year. I mean, like we really think about it, he was there. He was actually there coaching all of his team's games. All right, he managed the Cleveland Cavaliers pretty well. He should have got Coach of the Year. No disrespect to Steve Kerr, but when you don't coach half your team's games, how do you win Coach of the Year? I mean, I don't get it. But Tyronn Lue is a good basketball mind. So same thing with Budenholzer. Does either one of these guys have the advantage? I would give the advantage slightly to Budenholzer because I think he has a little bit more experience than Lou as being an assistant and now as a head coach. So Tyronn Lue he's just now stepping into this role, but he's been prepped. He's been primed for the situation, and I think that Budenholzer has the advantage just by a smidge, just by an inch. Um, Looking at the matchup that I want everybody to watch out for now, LeBron versus everybody matters. Okay, all right, but I'm going to make sure I kind of fade away from that one. I think that the most important matchup in this series is going to be Kyrie Irving versus Jeff Teague. And the reason why I say that is because both of these guys have the perplexity, all right, if I can get the word out, to play absolutely no defense whatsoever. All right. Jeff Teague is not a good defensive point guard. He's not a great offensive point guard. He's like a little he's like good at just about everything, but not great. You understand what I'm trying to say? And Kyrie Irving is an elite scorer at times, but he's not a superstar defender, which is something that I just want to kind of watch these guys go back and forth at it, man. You could throw Dennis Schroeder into this. You could throw Dellavedova into this. The point guard matchup is going to kind of set the tempo to dictate the pace of this series because I think that the series is going to play faster than what people think it will. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't one game that didn't end up with both teams scoring 100 points. But I think that matchup right there, the pace setter, whichever one of these point guards is able to get their team involved more, that team's going to win the series. All right, no doubt. As far as like fantasy goes, looking at it from the fantasy point of view, um, it's basically LeBron and everybody else, man. I mean, you have to play LeBron. His usage is so high, too high. I love Kevin Love in this situation because he's a guy that nobody's really going to be thinking about. Um, Paul Millsap should be serviceable. He usually always is. Horford is not like a in-your-face crazy double-double guy, but he's a guy that's sneaky good. He kind of reminds me of a bigger, taller, wider version of Antoine Jameson. That's kind of how he plays. He's got that Antoine Jameson type of game where it looks like he's not doing a lot, but he's doing everything. All right, he has one of those deceptive type of games. Um, you know, I could say Bazemore. I like Bazemore in this series. I love. Don't you know what? It's for all the people out there, for all the Atlanta fans that say that I hate Atlanta. I love Cal Korver in this series because he's going to be cheap, and you can fit him into all your lineups. I mean, he's going to be one of those guys that you could be able to put him in any of all your lineups, kind of like a Danny Green. Same thing with J.R. Smith. There's a lot of options that you can go for in fantasy here. But LeBron is the must play. Everybody else is like, maybe you can play him, maybe you can't play him. It is what it is. As far as who wins this series, come on, Atlanta. Now y'all know that I'm not gonna pick y'all. And the reason why I'm not gonna pick Atlanta is not necessarily because I'm hating on the Hawks. Alright. I just know basketball. Okay? And I know that Al Horford, Paul Millsap, Jeff Teague, Cal Korver, all those guys combined can beat the Cavaliers. All right, but that's what it's going to take to beat these guys. All right, and last year's series, you had Cal Korver not show up. You had Jeff Teague was afraid to shoot the ball. You had Millsap throwing up terrible shots. You had Horford couldn't grab a rebound because Tristan Thompson was grabbing everything. I mean, come on, folks. When like I said, when Atlanta fans come to me talking trash, all right, I want them to understand that you guys don't have an elite player. All right, that's just the way that it is. You guys have superstars, and superstars can take down elite players. All right, you have good complementary players, but you don't have superstars. All right, that's the reason why I can't reasonably pick Atlanta to win this series unless unless Cal Korver just completely loses his brain and just scores 40 a night, or Kyrie Irving gets hurt again, or LeBron gets hurt, you know what I'm saying, or somebody get hurt, somebody important get hurt, Kevin Love get hurt again, you know what I'm saying. So it's one of those situations where the big three for the Cavaliers, I don't think they're going to struggle in this series. I don't think that they're going to have a hard time with Atlanta. You'll probably lose a game or two to Atlanta. It's like I said, Atlanta is capable of beating the Cavaliers, but they're just not going to do it in this series. Healthy Love, healthy Irvin, healthy James. Cavaliers have a little bit better bench. I mean, come on, man. I'm not even a Cavaliers fan, and I can see this coming. All right. I think that the Cavaliers win this series in about 6 games. I think that that's fair to give Atlanta two. If it goes 7, anything can happen. So let me know how you guys feel down below. It's a WC. This is the NBA playoffs here on YouTube. I mean, I see the Atlanta fans look, kind of mad. I mean, I understand that you guys are capable of beating this team, but you're not going to beat them in the 7-game series unless something bad happens. I mean, this is Portland Trailblazers all over again. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You guys, it's the same thing. So let me know how you guys feel. The music's going to start now because it just needs to. And until next time, folks. Peace out.